was just living in this fast life, this fast pace, getting fast money, and I just crashed, and it doesn't even matter what you have. Sometimes you could just be empty in the inside.
Yeah. Talk about it now.
That's where I was. Like, I had the diamonds, the bags, the cars, like, and I just still was just like an empty soul, like sitting there just like confused on what I wanted to do with myself. And things just was shutting down. Opportunities were shutting down for me. Like, nothing was just aligning for me. Like, anytime I try to do something, it would just like fail. So I'm like, even down to my businesses, I was just like, why is this happening to me? So I think just God wanted my attention, and my calling isn't to be this sex symbol. That's Alexis Skyy. I think because of what happened to me in my past, I think that God wants to use me as a light to other women that are going through, traumatic situations, and, whether it's an abusive relationship, whatever it is, I experienced it all. So I think he gave me that platform and grew it bigger to be a voice and to help others and to bring them closer to him. It doesn't mean you have to just become holy and overnight, but it's a transition, and you got to start somewhere.
You know what's so funny? We judge each other way more than God judges us. And what makes that even funnier is God is the only one that's flawless. Yet we subconsciously think we have the authority to judge somebody like we are. What's even funnier is there were prophets in the Bible that were wilding out before they surrendered to God. And guess what? God still used them. What if I told you all the mistakes you made, all the pain you endured? That was meant to prepare you for a greater purpose. You cannot have a testimony without a test. Your pain was not in vain. The mistakes you made are not just things to be embarrassed of or feel guilty about or feel ashamed of. God is preparing you for something greater than yourself, because it's not even about you. It's about who you can inspire. It's about who you can help. We are all here to serve each other. Also, you have to understand, gold is tested with fire. In order for you to be a healer, you have to know how it feels to be sick. Once you choose to reconstruct and not self-destruct, you are going to bless somebody with your testimony. I'm not going to lie. I used to be a completely different person. The person you see today is a completely different person than I was 5 and especially 10 years ago. I was not the best person. In my past life, I made a lot of mistakes. I did a lot of things I'm not proud of. I'm going to be completely transparent. And if you judge me or look at me differently, it is what it is. But I'm going to walk in my truth. I was somebody's mistress. I had an abortion. I used to gossip about people. I used to look down on people and judge people. I devalued myself. I degraded myself. I did not love myself. And that's the reason why I did all these things. And it's not to excuse it, but hurt people. That is really a true statement. I did things I said I would never do because I was on such a moral high horse. Like, I would never do that. I'm too good to ever do that. I can't believe this person did this. I can't believe this person did that. Guess what? God humbled me real quick. God was like, oh, you think you're better than this person? Oh, you think you would never do that? Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how easy it is to fall into temptation. You're not perfect, so you don't have a right to judge nobody. I'm going to humble you real quick. God humbling me and me making those mistakes, and even my childhood trauma, that was just meant to prepare me for my purpose. It was really just meant to build my character. I'm going to be real. If I never made the mistakes I made, I probably wouldn't be understanding. I wouldn't be forgiving. I wouldn't be empathetic because, like I said, I would still be on my high horse. Deep down, I've always known I was supposed to inspire people. I knew deep down I was supposed to be some type of messenger or spiritual teacher. But first, I had to be humbled and I had to be healed. I had to go through hell to get to heaven. And by heaven, I mean peace. God was preparing me. The first 30 years of my life, I was in training. God was preparing me. But when I see people talk negatively about Blac Chyna and question if the changes she's making are sincere, what y'all think? Y'all think she being genuine? Y'all think she being sincere? Guess what? It doesn't matter what you think because you're not God. Only God can judge her because only God knows her heart. How do y'all know? Maybe she was just in training all these years. Maybe all these years she was wilding out and doing whatever. Maybe God was just preparing her so she can have a testimony. If anything, we should just support somebody wanting to grow and change. Why do we always have to try to figure out, oh, is this person being genuine? Oh, how about you worry about yourself? The reason why you're so judgmental of somebody else is because you're judgmental of yourself. You don't forgive yourself. So when you see somebody else trying to change, you're cynical about it because you don't believe you can change because, like I said, you don't forgive yourself or still holding on to guilt and shame from your past. So you don't want anybody else to let go of theirs. And that's the problem. I get it because I used to be the same way. I used to hate myself. I used to beat myself up for all the mistakes I made. And I felt unworthy because of my childhood trauma. I felt so unworthy of living. I did not want to live. I constantly had suicidal thoughts. But I'm here to tell you right now, God is amazing. God is a healer. When you seek God and when you cling to God, God will bring you through and God will make your test your testimony. If you just rely on God and if you cling to God and you seek God and you see the God in yourself, your test will be your testimony and you are going to bless so many people. God tells us that we are created in his image and likeness. And now that I finally understand that on a spiritual level, and not only do I understand that, but I'm walking in that and I'm living in that, I feel so much peace and I feel so much power, and it comes from God. It don't come from me. I'm not powerful on my own. I'm powerful because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And if nobody's told you, I'm here to tell you, you are worthy. You are so worthy. And it's time for you to start living up to your worth because your story, your transformation is going to bless somebody. I love you guys so much. And I pray that this video helps anybody that is walking in darkness because I'm telling you, you can go back to the light. You can find your way back to God, but God gives us free will. So it's up to you. I'm just here to encourage you and inspire you. And my heart goes out to you. And like I said, I love you guys. And I'll see you guys soon.